Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, Bigfoot or Sasquatch, it's a folklore, but or is it? So many people are so confident. There's been over 1,000 sightings of Bigfoot. What? Are you serious? Well, let me tell you about the last 5 years. Just some of the sightings that's come out that is interesting. June 22nd, 2009, at around 6:30 in the evening, a 19-year-old college student was driving on a curvy black road in Rhinebeck, New York, on the way to rehearsal at a nearby performing arts center. According to the BFRO report, as he swerved to miss an object on the road, a shopping bag containing oddly an open cereal box and a small log, he glanced in his rearview mirror and saw someone or something dart behind his car, apparently to retrieve the bag. A moment later, the student stopped and turned the car around, got to 3 to 4 second glimpse of what something walking on 2 feet, about 50 feet away. He described the creature, which he saw from the rear and side profile, as being 7 to 7.5 foot tall, covered with black hair and possessing broad muscular shoulders with arms that swung in an exaggerated fashion and palms that faced upwards. The witness recalled he felt nervous, confused, excitement, and at the same time during this encounter. I mean, was that a bear? What was that? And I guess that, he didn't get a picture of it. Now, in 2008, on January 8th, a big rig driver hauling a load of Idaho potatoes was on US I-15 near the town of Scripto, just outside of St. George, Utah. As he downshifted and headed down an incline, the fog grew increasingly heavy. The driver noticed something by the side of the road with glowing eyes. What? And he thought maybe it was a deer. When he switched on his high beams, he was startled to see a gigantic creature running across the road from left to right in long strides. It was just 20 feet away from him. He later estimated, based on the comparison to his truck and factoring in the distance, that the creature was about 8 to 10 foot tall, between 600 and 800 pounds. It had black hair, big eyebrows, long, lanky arms that were proportionately longer than a human's. For a moment, it turned its head and stared at the rapidly approaching truck. The driver swerved hard to the middle of the freeway to avoid hitting the creature, which nearly caused the truck to crash. Fortunately, he regained control of the vehicle, but when he managed to roll to a stop, look back, the figure was gone. What did he see? 8 to 10 foot tall. Was it a gorilla? I don't think so, not in Utah. Was it a bear? That's a good question. And these types of stories go on and on and on. Matter of fact, I'll give you this one. September 1st, 2009. 2009. There was a woman commuting to a job in Rifle, Colorado. Was feeling a little groggy on her way back from work, despite her usual cup of takeout coffee. Just before she started up through the Independence Pass, she decided to pull her truck over to the side of the road and get a little fresh air. She was exhausted. She got out of the truck. She noticed some movement in the meadow directly ahead of her. At first, she thought it might be a bear, but when the creature stood up, she saw that its arms hung to its side just like a person. The creature was huge, had a cinnamon-colored fur, and after some coaxing on the part of the investigators, she also revealed that it had an additional anatomical feature, a pair of large breasts, and prior to the encounter, the witness admitted she had always poo-pooed the possibility of such an encounter with Sasquatch. She said, this has changed my life forever. So what are we talking about? Another bear, maybe? Some confusion here. You know, guys, I don't know the answer to these, but obviously the Sasquatch Bigfoot phenomenon, folklore, Native Americans have made comments. There's been documentation. We've seen the pictures, even the fossils. But what does it all mean? Well, God created all things. Did he create Bigfoot?